We'll now have a live cake decoration demonstration featuring Pure Sweetness and Dr. Sophia Roll.
Welcome back. So we are here, as I promised you, we're going to get into some cake decoration, and I'm actually going to learn from the teacher today. I'm so excited. And of course we have our wine, so maybe if we make a mistake, blame it on the wine. Yeah. Lakeria, tell us what are you doing? What kind of cake is this? Looks like a
red velvet.
It's a red velvet.
A red velvety goodness. This is our bestseller.
Ooh.
It's nice and moist and rich. And like I told you, all of our cakes are made from scratch. You do have some bakers out there that, doctor up a few box cake mixes, but we make all of our stuff completely from scratch.
Okay.
So this is crumb coated, and it has a cream cheese filling on the inside. And what we're going to do...
How did you get it that high? Because normally...
It's 3 layers.
Okay, it's 3 layers.
Yes, we do 3 layers to our cakes. 3 layers or even a little bit taller.
Okay, so we're going to move this right over
there.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're going to do, seeing that we have our cake crumb coated, and the crumb coat is actually just to seal all of the crumbs into the cake. Okay. Because when we put our final coat of buttercream on, we don't want any of that to be shown on the outside of the cake.
Okay, okay.
So what we're going to do...
So while you're doing that... I love to watch Cake Boss and some of these other shows on television. Do you think you would ever get to go on one of them one
most
day?
Definitely. Most definitely. I was just telling my manager the other day, I was like, I'm not even sure if I could even do like the timed shows, because I'm such a stickler for detail. Like I love just taking my time and making things look beautiful.
Right.
So I'll try my best to do it as fast as I can. But I'm definitely interested in going on one of those shows.
And you said this is a cream cheese?
It has the cream cheese filling, but this is a Swiss meringue buttercream.
Swiss meringue buttercream?
Yes.
That sounds delicious.
It is.
Ooh,
very.
I love meringue. Oh my gosh. Lemon meringue pie is my all-time favorite. Just saying. But we have cakes today.
So we're going to put the frosting on all around. And in our classes, you're taught all of this.
Okay.
How to apply the frosting, how to smooth it out, all of that.
And you have this right here, ladies and gentlemen, it's called a Lazy Susan.
Yes.
I know that because I use this in my art studio as well. I have one of those. And so you're able to move the cake around very easily. Lakeria, are you interested in furthering your craft, perhaps at the Culinary Institute of America or one of these big culinary places that do stuff like this? Since you didn't have the opportunity to you started at university, but you didn't finish.
Yeah.
What if somebody were to offer you that opportunity to go? Would you leave Pure Sweetness Academy and leave your manager and leave your students and take up that call?
Yes, I would.
That's good.
Because that's another avenue for Pure Sweetness. Because you can now offer more things.
Right.
I was looking at Lakeria and Blue, actually.
Excellent institution. Yes.
So I was looking into that, and they do a lot of French pastries and that type of stuff. So I was like, yeah,
so you
most
do
definitely.
You do the French pastries and all of those kinds of things now?
No, but I would like to.
So you basically focus on cakes?
Yes.
Cakes, okay. So not the croissants and all of those things?
No, not those.
All right, okay.
But I have tried it a bit. I've tried something called the cronut. Which is actually a croissant donut.
And a donut.
Yes.
I know about the cronut.
Yes. And that came out so delicious. But the process is just so long.
Yes.
Because I think it takes about 4 days for the process to be done, and then you could fry, because you have to create those layers in the croissant. And to keep the butter firm, to get it's a really long process.
Yes.
It really does take a whole lot of time. Okay, so now we've gotten our frosting all on our cake.
So you're going to smooth that out a little bit more?
Yes, we're going to take our smoother, our cake smoother,
So trick on everything here.
Yes. And we're just going to smooth it out.
And I notice this frosting it's soft.
Yes.
So is it going to harden up a little bit, Joe, so that when you're cutting it, it doesn't separate or fall apart or anything?
It doesn't separate. It does firm up a whole lot when you put it in the fridge, but it's just, it's nice and soft. Like it just melts into the cake.
Okay, so this is one of those ones that just...
Yeah, it isn't one of those hard icings.
Okay, it's not like the fondant.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing like that.
Okay.
Because the fondant is actually where you cover, it's like a dough. Yeah.
Yes, over the...
I tell people it's almost like Play-Doh, but it's edible. So it's basically the same thing.
Okay.
And this part here is basically the longest part for me because I like to be perfect with my cakes. I like to get them nice and smooth. But seeing that we're doing a watercolor, we can use the other colors to cover up all the little imperfections and that type of stuff.
Okay. And she's working and there's no mess, you know. Some people work in
Yes.
all over the place, and you know, I'm a stickler for keeping my cooking environment clean
Yes.
while I'm cooking. So I love the fact that, you know, you're not making a
big mess. Yes.
Right.
Just gonna get the little.
Do you do guava duff
Yes, I do. But I like the old-fashioned guava duff.
in the pillowcase?
Yes. That is my favorite. All of that whipped.
Yes.
Y'all can keep that.
Yes.
Give me the old-fashioned guava duff.
Well, considering you learn your craft from scratch,
Yes.
I imagine you would have learned the old-fashioned way.
I have. I just love it. From my mother made it for me at home. Like that was it. Like nothing else could take that away.
Okay.
The buttery ones that they have now, it just doesn't compare.
Okay.
The sugary ones.
All right. So we have to move along quickly here. So what's the next step? I want to know what I can get into here.
You can mix this. That's what we're going to use to do our watercolor.
Okay. This is some of the meringue.
Yeah. And we got pink food coloring.
Pink food coloring.
And this one is the yellow.
This is like mixing paint.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's all an art form. The medium is just different.
That's it. It's the edible one.
Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to have you to place the colors on the cake.
So what about, I just put this on the top?
Just like how you do your abstract art, you can be free with it because this is your blank canvas.
Oh boy. This is a test.
This is your blank canvas. So you can take the spatula, or you could even use that and do dollops, even on the side.
Okay.
You're gonna smooth it out.
Look at me, Sophia, messy.
Yes. And this is how you can get very creative. I always tell people, be creative. Like, tap into your creativity.
Right.
Here you go. You just smooth it out. Just like how you do your abstract art. Go ahead. The spatula is your brush. Now you can be free with it.
So she says.
You can create different hues.
See? Keep it round.
But, yeah.
I'm blaming it on mine, eh? Should
You
not
could
have
add
that
some of the
second.
yellow.
Oh, okay. On top?
Wherever you want to add it. Because now you're marrying the colors.
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, this is almost like a... So we doing fluid art.
Yes.
Mix colors. Okay.
You put some on the side. And I love the texture it creates.
Get my spatula together.
And it's beautiful.
Already?
Yes, it is. The colors, everything. Once you have an eye for creativity, you'll always find the beauty in something.
That's it.
Yes.
I might go into cake. Tell us while I'm doing this, how do we locate you? What's your social media platforms and your address and so forth? If somebody wants to send their kid to the academy or come to the academy themselves.
Well, our social media is Pure Sweetness on Facebook. And then our Instagram is Pure Sweetness 242. You can also email us at puresweetness242@gmail.com. Our contact is 428-6763. So you can hit us up with any questions that you have about the academy, classes, all of that. We'll be happy to answer you.
Hi, and welcome back to the conversation. Again, one of the things that I love to feature on this show is my art. After all, I'm an artist. And so today we are going to be featuring my abstract collection. And if you know the shirt that I'm wearing, it's featuring one of my abstract art pieces. It's right over here. It's entitled Man in the Basement. And so what I've done was I'm able to commodify my art by taking my designs and placing them on t-shirts, mugs, whatever you have. And so I'm wearing one of my t-shirts. I have an apparel line that's available on my website. You can go on my website and find the apparel line and purchase any of my art on t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, you name it. And so it's Man in the Basement Day. And we're in my studio. So visit the website. It's Via Gemella Art House. VILLAGEMELLAARTHOUSE.com. Via Gemella Art House. And there you will find a listing of all of my art, a listing of my apparel shop, a listing of all of the glasses, everything that I do here at the studio, you will find on the website. So visit today. See you soon. Thank you so much for watching. As you can see, I utilize my fluid artistry on this cake. Lakeria, thank you so much for allowing me to play with your cake today. Tell the audience what you think.
It is beautiful. It's amazing the way the colors just blend and marry together. It's just beautiful. Once you have a creative eye, you'll find creativity and beauty in anything.
And ladies and gentlemen, pure sweetness. Pure sweetness. Lakeria, it was a delight to have you in studio today. And I can't wait to cut into this red velvet cake and have a little bit of it with my wine. Thank you so much. You are an inspiration to a lot of young people. I want you to continue your great work, continue the work in the academy. It's useful. It's the kind of thing that I love to see young female Bahamians getting into. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We will see you again on The Conversation with Sophia. Until then. That's a big old piece. Ooh, ooh, ooh.